6:20 in the morning, eating my morning muesli. I know a real muesli looks like this, but you gotta live with what you have. Yeah. I arrived at the port. This down here is the sea, and this is the ship I will travel to Honningsvåg. And we are a lot earlier than expected. This here is finish time, and this is the Norwegian time. And the ship will depart at 12:15, so I have a lot of time. Let's see what I will do now. I haven't walked that far, but it looks pretty nice. Yes. I will eat my lunch a bit early here at this place, and then I will go to the ship. The ship is still there, that's a good sign. Let's start moving. Seems they really like fishing. By the way, I went to the wrong port, but yeah, I see the ship now, so it should be fine. this is the first time being on a cruiser. This is probably the biggest ship I have ever laid foot on, because as you can see, this has 8 floors and my room is here, this room here on the lowest floor, and I think the biggest ships I was on before were like 2 or 3 floors tall, so nothing in comparison to this cruiser, even though I think this isn't the biggest cruiser, because yeah, you can still feel the waves, and yeah, the huge ones are like towns, as tall as towns, so nothing in comparison to this one.
It's 6:15 and I'm back in the cabin, and I've spent my time basically with 2 things. One was just resting in a chair in the middle of the ship. That has 2 reasons. Reason 1, I'm tired. Reason 2, because I'm somewhat exhausted, and the North Sea has a lot of waves. I had to do it to avoid getting seasick, or yeah, I don't know if I would have gotten seasick, but yeah, better be careful. And the other thing is, I went to the eastmost town of Europe, and yeah, basically we just visited their mementory for witches. And I was there with a group of retired people from the USA, and they're quite nice to talk to, and I probably will talk to them later this evening as well, but at the moment they're eating their lunch and mine is at 8 o'clock, so yeah. That's why I'm here at the moment.
We're at the next station, and there are almost no waves because we are not on the open sea. And soon my dinner is ready.
Fun story of today. Whenever a slightly bigger wave hits the ship and one of the old ladies is walking in front of me, I think,
hello! Come on in my house! I'll teach you something. Sideways walking fool. You are dead, yes you are dead. Sideways walking fool. Sideways walking fool. Sideways walking fool. You are dead.
Well, that was interesting. First, I woke up because of the waves. They seemed a bit heavy. And then 5 minutes later, the info of the ship came and said, yeah, you can see the northern lights. And I thought, oh cool, this would be my first time, let's go. Put on my clothes, went up there. Yeah, I was already sleeping and it was 10:30, I think. And then I went upstairs to the outer deck, and on the way there was a German dude that I talked to before, and he said, yeah, it's already gone, and it was quite weak, so no, do not bother. But I thought, hey, it would be my first time, maybe they come back. They came back and I watched them, yeah, and now it's 1 hour later and I'm in bed again, and yeah, it was nice. There were like bands of those kind of enlightened clouds, but it was with a green tint, with a greenish tint, and not the yellowish one that normally comes from the warm city lights. And it was also nice to see the birds, because we have lights on the spotlights or something like this on the side of the ship, and the white birds are quite bright in contrast to the dark sea in the background, and so you had illuminated white birds flying at the side of the ship and the northern lights on the sky. So yeah, it was a nice night.